Hello, my name is Anas Bunyamin. I'm a lecturer and researcher of Universitas Pajajaran, or abbreviated as UNPAD. I will share with you about capacity building experience, findings, and lessons learned done in Indonesia during the 3 years of SAMS project. I will start with the capacity building activities that we had done. There are four main activities, which each activities consists of several activities. These are beekeeping training for extension teacher, beekeeping training for general public, honey quality mapping, and beekeeping training for Bandung Bee Sanctuary. One of business, which initiated by SAMS and developed by UNPAD and UNPAD alumni using co-creation method. These four main activities use a diverse methods such as workshop, field observation, site visit, field practice, apprentice method, and potential mapping. You can also see here is activities target group and the total participant. Here are some documentation of our capacity building activities. In this slide, you can see pictures from beekeeping training for extension teachers and general public who lives near forests. The first row from the left to the right is pictures of beekeeping training, workshop, site visit, and colony transfer and colony storage placement workshop. And in the second row, these are from beekeeping training workshop. These are from honey quality mapping and beekeeping training for new beekeepers of Bandung Bee Sanctuary. The first row from the left to the right is honey filtering condition, honey storage, and participant photos. The second row from the left to the right is participants familiarize themselves with bees, while a capacity building process to convert marginalized land into bee farm, training result of new beekeepers and learning process. Now I will tell you about the findings we got whether from capacity building process or another process during 3 years SAMS project. They can be elaborated further for the next capacity building activities. This finding was obtained from not from capacity building activities, but from the other activities of the UNPAD team during 3 years of the SAMS project. This finding described the emotional journey of a beekeeper in carrying out beekeeping activities, starting from preparing his farm to selling his products. This finding can be used as a reference for capacity building material in capacity building activities related to beekeeping training. This finding about beekeepers' characteristic or persona also was obtained from another activity. Here, you can see positive and negative trend that happens around beekeepers' environment, opportunities and headaches related to their professional background, their fears and hopes, as well as their needs. This characteristic can be used as a reference for capacity building material in capacity building activities related to beekeeping training that more user-centered. After carrying out various capacity building activities, we got several points which were positive findings during the capacity building. We grouped the points of findings into three main terms, namely people, activities, and knowledge. These points are the findings that are mostly found from the capacity building activities that have been carried out. Besides positive findings, we also got several points, which were negative findings during the capacity building. These points are the findings that are mostly found from the capacity building activities that have been carried out. After pointing out our findings, we elaborate it in further things that need to be improved for the next capacity building activities. As you can see in the previous slides about gain and pain, we map out its gain craters and pain relievers. Each gain point has at least one gain crater, which also group into three main terms: people, activities, and knowledge. In the slide, you can see the pain reliever of each pain points. Then we measure the gain craters and pain relievers based on its importance and urgency. The higher the metric, the higher its priority to be applied in the next capacity building activities. These methods of mapping gain craters and pain relievers and then prioritizing it based on its importance and urgency can be used as reference for further capacity building activities. That's it. Thank you.